Boom! What's up, guys? Marco here. It's a little cold out, explains why I'm all bundled up, but I needed the fresh air, so I am outside right now, and we're tackling this week's challenge. And the inspiration for this week came from a video I watched from one of my favorite groups, the Sidemen, where they did just a bunch of challenges and trying to learn them within 24 hours, and one of them just so happened to be juggling. And there's me watching the video saying, hey, this looks so easy, I could do it myself. And deep down, I've always kind of wanted to. I like those useless talents. I could solve the Rubik's Cube, I can do magic. Why not add juggling to the resume? So that's what we're doing this week. And because I don't have any hacky sacks or we can't go to the shops and grab any, we're using rolled up socks. They're about the same size, they're pretty soft, so if I hit myself, nothing bad's gonna happen. And if you're missing a sock, you'll realize by tying them up, you'll know which pairs don't match. So it's really two birds with one stone here. Who's the real winner, guys? Ooh! She windy. But yeah, yesterday was my first real attempt at juggling. I watched a tutorial online that kind of showed step by step on how to do it from like a world time Guinness World Record holder juggler, and I was like, okay, this is a pretty qualified individual to teach somebody like me juggling. But pretty much his step by step process was like, start with one, learn the technique from there, because a lot of people do the wacky techniques or the wrongful techniques. So start with one, build the good habits is pretty much what he was saying, and then slowly start adding. So I worked my way up from one ball, slowly kind of figuring out how that goes, the technique, to the two balls, figuring out the technique and trying to get the hang of it. And as you can tell, I may have gotten a little distracted. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What are you doing? Why are you over there? There you go. You can stay with me. You can stay with me. Ready? What I'm trying to do is keep it between these imaginary parallel lines to see. Oh, come on, Kiwi. That. Oh, see, that's out the border right there. Imaginary. This is harder than it looks. And like anything, with a bit of practice, it gets a lot easier. Aha! Aha! Have anything to say for yourself? No? Oh, that was a loud one. If you're really good, you can do it between the legs too. Gotta keep those elbows locked. Don't want to move around too much. That's a little bit too much. There you go. Just keeping it nice and simple, nice and easy. This should be a calming exercise. As you can see, I have no stress, no fear in my eyes. I am calm. I am like water. And yesterday I just started to do 3 balls, or socks, I guess, technically. And I was able to do like 1 or 2 circuits around, or like, I don't know, cycles around? Is that what jugglers call them? I don't know. Oh no, that was close! I got a little bit. No! Okay. Shot! Yeah. Oh no, no. But yeah, I was starting to get the hang of it. So today we're outside here in the cold. But that's how you build endurance, guys. And we are going to try the same thing. So here we go. You're probably thinking to yourself, Marco, why aren't you moving around trying to continue the juggle even when things are a little out of stretch? A valuable piece of advice that I learned and that this tutorial on juggling kind of illustrated was that if you're going to do something, especially learning it from start, is that no matter how well you think you're doing or how well you want to push yourself, and never forget good form. Because if you start building those bad habits at first and you carry on over into, you getting better and better, you're going to be sloppy and not as good as you could be if you practice those fundamentals properly. Oh, the sun is just peeking out right now. It's so nice, so warm. So that means I'm always trying to keep my arms tucked to my sides, not flailing around like some people do. I'm trying to maintain that right rhythm, that ta, 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 even balance between catching and landing, catching and landing. It should all be systematic. If one's higher or one's a little bit off to the side, it's just gonna throw everything off. So you need balance here. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to build a good fundamental so that once I nail those down, adding little step by little step won't be that bad or won't be that hard, right? So just really crunching myself down for learning it right away is, I guess, will pay off in the long run when I slowly start to pick up moves and moves. So yesterday was my first day. I did a lot then. Today I've just been slowly kind of picking it up again. But near the end of yesterday, I kind of just, had the cool down because I kept failing at a certain point, and I think I just drained myself out. There was a point where I felt like I was making all this progress, and then everything just came to a halt, and it looked like I went back to square one. But I just had to cool down, take a few deep breaths, saying, okay, you're making a lot of progress. It's that next step, that 3-ball, getting the first few other than just 1 or 2 sets. That's going to be the next biggest step. And if you can nail that, then every other step will just be, like they were at the beginning, easy steps that you can, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say, don't beat yourself up if all of a sudden it feels like you've lost all your progress, because it happens to everyone. Even if you're an expert at things or learning to be an expert, you're gonna make mistakes. So just deal with them, figure out how to go from them, take a deep breath, and try again. Because then hopefully if you do it enough, and that's just all it is, it's practice, you'll be a lot better and you won't make those mistakes and you'll make new ones and just rinse and repeat the cycle, right? It's beautiful. That's life for you. Oh, I'm getting there, but I'm gonna go inside because my hands are freezing right now and it's chilly. So let's go inside. Cue the 1 week montage. Safe to say, I think I got this pretty down pat. Oh my god! And how time flies when you're having fun. So it's been about a week or so since I officially gave myself the challenge to learn how to juggle. And this is, I guess, our final check-in to see how I did. But before I put those results to the test, I just kind of wanted to recap and say how crazy this was. To think just over a week ago, I could not even think about juggling or could even barely do it. And to now being where I am, it's pretty crazy. And one thing that baffles my mind so much about it, maybe not even in terms of juggling, just in terms of like the internet, it's just you have the resources to really truly find and learn whatever you want to learn. The world, all these skills, everything you can ask for are literally at the tip of your fingers. You just have to type them in, figure out what you want to do, and just commit to them. And I'll admit, at first it seemed really hard and really daunting. But what I've learned about myself through this and through all my other journeys, I guess, in the past is that anything that I really set my mind to and really devote time to practicing, I can do. It's just about putting in that time and effort. And I think I put in enough time and effort to show you how much skill in terms of juggling I've accomplished in the past week. Let's take a peek. I think my goal before this week was to be able to juggle consecutively for at least 10 seconds. I'm just gonna go for as long as I can and hope it reaches over 10. I'm sure I'll know when I hit that number. All right, put 10 seconds on the clock. We got this. a week. I don't know how long that was, but I'm sure that was over 10 seconds. Not too shabby, you gotta admit. Because I'm so confident in my abilities, I'm gonna juggle while signing off. Ready? Well, guys, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for watching this week's video. Hope for you to tune in next week for some crazy shenanigans, as always. And I'm Marco Pereira. You know the drill. Ciao for now. Woo! Nailed it.